Well, hello and welcome. I'm going to get started right away. I had 24 years in BC Public, and I've done 10 years of that when I was in middle school, mostly 7 to 9. Media arts was my love, my dream job. And after doing media arts for a few years, I was tempted to go into administration, where I've been a vice principal, a principal, and I've worked at a district office. Curriculum and program development is where I gravitated towards, and is somewhere that something I'm quite passionate about. And I'm very fortunate to be the assistant superintendent at Maple Leaf for the last 3 years, and I've been working on curriculum and program development. So it's nice when you like going to work every day. Seeing here are the beautiful maple leaves. Oh, thank you for the raised hands. Beautiful maple leaves that are outside the Dr. Sherman Gen Library. And I'm fortunate in that I live on campus in Dalian, which is in Jinjitan, a national holiday resort here in Liaoning province. And every day when I walk to head office, I walk past these beautiful maple leaves. And it hasn't started yet, it's only June, but soon the fountains will be on too, and I'll be able to enjoy those. So, wow, so as I told you earlier, I'm a curriculum geek, so this is my favorite part, developing a global standard. I just want to share with you some of the work that we have done as we prepare the world curriculum. We started with the end in mind, so it took a lot of research at a lot of different curriculums, and I see I have a spelling error in there. Western curriculum protocol was actually what we were looking for. But we reviewed a lot of curriculums because we wanted to see what they had for objectives and outcomes. So what do their students know when they come out, and what are they able to do? And we also wanted to look at the focus on know versus the focus on do as well, as we were making decisions around our world's curriculum. We started with grade 12, and because that's where our students are going to have mastery. And this year we've been working on the grade 10 curriculum. So we worked backwards and just took a lot of these other curriculums into mind, but then put them aside and put our goals forefront. We want to blend the best of the East and the West. We want high academic standards. Actually, all of those choices that I gave you for what would you focus on, all of those are in our World School curriculum. So as we started to develop them, we looked around for some guidance, and UK NARIC is an accreditation body that's out of the UK, and we visited them and we showed them our plans and got their approval and started down a relationship with them, and they are going to provide us with guidance over the next 3 years as we develop our curriculum. So the grade 10 curriculum will be launched soon, like in a week and a half. Which means I have a lot to do in the next week and a half. But once it has launched, they will come, they will have a look at it being implemented in our schools, and they will tell us what level it compares to, and they will give us some guidance on the development of it. We've also been involving, we have many university partners. As I told you, we visited 44 universities before we embarked on the World School curriculum development. And many of those university partners are actively providing us with guidance. So we've developed 3 different math streams. They have advised us on everything from what those math streams should look like to what we should name courses so that universities recognize them quite easily. So it's been a very collaborative effort, collaborative within Maple Leaf as well, because we have 22 team members here in Maple Leaf. They are teachers who are in the classroom on a daily basis, working with students and designing a curriculum for those students. We have a fellow who has a PhD in curriculum development. We have administrators, we have editors. Our 22-member team breaks off into smaller teams, and we're working very collaboratively. And we're having a lot of fun with it too. It's not all drudgery creating a curriculum. And I think we quite enjoy a lot of the debates that we have as we make decisions around what is really going to work for our students and what's going to prepare them for university. Feedback from our system is very important. On May 8th, we opened our SharePoint site to all of our administrators so that they could read our drafts. And then on June 1st, we opened it to our teachers, and then we collect their feedback. And we have amazing teachers who have read through word for word every single document that's in the course that they are passionate about. And then they give us their honest feedback. And then they also offer to contribute to that curriculum too. So that's been a really amazing experience for our writers. And it just reflects that collaborative nature of Maple Leaf. That was my segue into this one. I think a good example of how collaboration is just part of the culture here at Maple Leaf is how we have weathered the last semester. We knew, at the beginning of February, as the world did, that there was, the second semester was not going to be business as usual. We have 400 and some teachers, about 405 teachers, close to 400, who were all on vacation. It was Chinese New Year, and our teachers come from all over the world, and they had a month off. So they were everywhere in the world when they found out that returning to China was not going to be a good idea or was not going to be possible. We were supposed to be back to work on February 17th. 2 weeks before that, our IT team and our system coordinators worked together to develop a plan. And starting on February 17th, our teachers spent a week training on Canvas and then a week working within their teams at their school with their department heads, with their system coordinators to put courses on Canvas that could be accessible to our students on March 2nd. So the students in British Columbia did not have the opportunity to finish their year, but the students at Maple Leaf did. And our grade 10, 11s, and 12s are still doing the BC curriculum. We don't start the world curriculum until the fall. But the grade 12s have been able to graduate with their dogwood. They've been able to finish everything. And our teachers just pulled together and supported each other. So that collaboration has been really super important. Sorry, I had to just do that little segue off there. And just coming back to the curriculum, the World School curriculum, common skills and language are built in across it. So as I mentioned earlier, we've got cross-curricular skill development. We've developed rubrics for the entire system. And we have also a culture of continuous improvement. We know from experience that just because this course looks really good on paper doesn't mean that everything's going to work when it's implemented in the fall. So we have built-in contingencies and ways to collect feedback so that if we need to make adjustments, we will. We have our system coordinator and our curriculum team will be working really closely with teachers just to find out what's working well and what we can do to make things even. So I wanted to let you know a little bit more about the professional development that is available to teachers and all of the support that we provide to our teachers. I think in the past, Maple Leaf had many brand new teachers who were coming to Maple Leaf, and it was recognized that coming straight out of university, coming straight to China, there were some specific needs that they needed. There were some specific needs that we needed to support our teachers with. So we developed a curriculum hub and a training hub. So on our training hub is all of the training that is available to our teachers. So we've got videos, we have recorded sessions of professional development, we have the 12 key teaching strategies, we have specific things around assessment that have to do with the BC program. And then we're also developing all this for the World School program as well. In addition, we have a training hub on SharePoint too, and the training hub will provide you with, if you need some help with using your Office 365 or you want to use Teams, there's all kinds of videos that will help you with that, even things like developing spreadsheets. We know that our teachers are lifelong learners and we want to support them in that, and so we do so with our training hub. We support them with their curriculum implementation through the curriculum hub as well. And then we are developing right now for August a Canvas course, which will be an introduction to Maple Leaf and to the Maple Leaf World School. So as soon as our teachers sign on and they get their email from Maple Leaf, all of this is accessible to them. In addition to this, we provide an orientation and professional development in August. And then, as I said earlier, we have ongoing professional development. And I think that's one of the things that I hear most from our sister BC schools is that Maple Leaf has an excellent system of supporting our teachers through the system coordinator development, the department heads, but we also really take professional development seriously.